Friends, today I will explain my thoughts on Apara Vidya and 5 koshas of human body. The first kosha is called Annamaya kosha, or it's a layer in the human body, and this kosha means here representing how the matter forms the body. The matter like earth, air, water, fire, and space that makes the Panchakoshas and which make the body structure, different tissues, bones, muscles, brain, lungs, kidney, heart, limbs, etc. It's purely a matter, not anything which is of other type. Now you go to the next kosha, that is called Pranamaya kosha. You know, prana is nothing but the pure oxygenated air what we breathe daily. It is formed by the involuntary muscles, and it is the vital breathing life force. Usually we take air, that is inhaling pure air, and we hold the air for some time in the lungs and breathe out. And this process starts from birth until the death. So this gives enormous energy to the body. Especially it is also called respiration. And the respiration process in each cell of human body is done in mitochondria, where they oxidate the glucose molecule into energy in the form of ATP, and this energy is circulated, and this is called prana. The prana is usually built naturally due to breathing power and represented by Devata Hanuman, who is also called Pranesh, or he is also known as prana producing, maintaining God, and he is also known as Mukhya Prana. So Mukhya Prana is always chanting Sri Ram. So here Sri Ram is God, Devata, and Hanuman is the incarnation of Vayu, or air. There is powerful alternate inhaling and exhaling process taking place in the nose, and this inhaling is a deep process, and exhaling is not so much deep. That is why in yogic method of practicing meditation, the inhaling should be less than the exhaling, and holding breath for some time. Again, inhaling and exhaling process is somewhat controlled by the method called pranayama. Pranayama is very important for distributing the oxygenated air, especially to the brain and to all different parts. There are 2 nadis or spine in the backbone vertebral column, namely Ida and Pingala. There also looks like serpent, but that is imaginary and invisible. And this serpent starts from the spine end in the vertebral column and moves upward. The Ida is called the left side nostril, where the nerve ending, spine ending, that is called also Chandra Nadi, which on breathing on left nostril makes the body to become cool, whereas the other nerve or spine, it is called Pingala on the right side of the nostril. Usually when breathing, it forms heat in the body. So naturally, in human beings, alternate breathing takes place and the body is maintained neither too hot nor too cold, but in the equilibrium condition. But yogis develop many type of breathings, technique, pranayama techniques, and usually by holding or making kin mudra means touching the index finger with the thumb finger like this, and while chanting mantras or while alternate inhaling and exhaling. So this vital energy or prana is 5 types. One is called prana itself, found near the heart. Second one, udana prana or udana vayu, which is found near the neck and moves upward. The third is called apana vayu or apana prana, which is found near the stomach, goes downward. The other one is samana vayu, which is found near the navel region. And the last one is Vyana Vayu or Vyana Prana, which is spreading throughout the body. Usually in the body, there are 72,000 nerves. All these nerves carry this prana vayu or air, oxygenated air, to different parts of the body to nourish and make it in living condition. If there is no vayu or prana vayu, then body dies away. That is why usually when person is dead, we say in our language, prana hoyitu. That means prana is a subtle thing along with the jivatma, that is the imperishable higher self found in the body. It is also called antaryami, along with the subtle mind, goes out. Everything is very, very, very subtle. So you cannot make out which goes out from the dead body. So prana is holding the life force. If you are living means you have a prana. There are also 5 sub-pranas. I am not going to deal that. And this prana, by following certain types of pranayama, one can control the breath. It is the saying that if you control the breath and have a controlled breathing method, one can live long and have a good healthy life, good healthy body. So prana is something great. Prana is derived from the imperishable antaryami or higher self. It is not material. It is a part of the higher self, that is Atman. So, very, very sacred, and you must always thankful to the Lord who has given us prana to live in the human body until our death. That is why usually oxygenated air is more during the evening time and night time, because the oxygenated air is coming from the green plants. These plants have a specific method of synthesizing food by photosynthesis. During this process, they take carbon dioxide for the process and release oxygen. So oxygen is coming to the air through plants. Now, when you understand this prana, you must also worship always Mukhya Prana or Devata Hanuman according to Hindu scriptures. The third one is called Manomaya Kosha. That already I have discussed some aspect of Manasu or mind in the last video. But here what I want to tell you is this great mind, is not at all becoming still. Lot of mind waves moves, thinks, and often forgets. All things are going on without stop. This is a great setback to the human being. This mind is also a type of energy and it moves very fast. If you want to go to moon, means you say that it is in the moon. Mind is in the moon or you are in the moon. Like that, it is going in our language, you say Manovega. And even Lord Devata Hanuman also moves in Mano Yoga. But beyond this Mano Yoga or Manasu or mind, there is universal, imperishable self which moves faster than anything which you cannot feel, imagine. That is called self, supreme self. Whatever it may be, as I told you, Manasu or mind is also originated from the great self and nourished by water, food and other things, and flourished by external attraction. So it always thinks about the attraction of the worldly matters. Sometimes it thinks about its fast thing, sometimes it overthinks, sometimes it remembers, sometimes it stores in the memory. So there is also a called internal mind, subconscious internal mind. There everything is stored. In the external mind only few things are talked, remembered and forgotten. The next one is called Vijnanamaya Kosha. Vijnanamaya Kosha is also called Buddhi or wisdom. And here mind is actually acting with Buddhi or wisdom. Here there is a question. That is, the mind always thinks in different way. But Buddhi or intellect gives guidance to the mind. It usually questions and helps for checking, helps for verifying whether the imagination or thinking is correct or not. See, the mind overthinking means you get some kind of stress. Fast thinking means you may get some kind of grief or a happiness. So it thinks so many things, so that the buddhi or intelligent actually checks a thing whether it's correct or not. And when you be outside, when you read something, when you practice something, it makes us to ask questions, whether you are right or not, whether you told correct or not, whether it is that is as our perception as it goes. Usually we are not aware of the unseen things in the world. Only our brain is capable of remembering, storing, analyzing only 10%, about 10% of this world and its related, what is called the structure, its movement and its presence, etc. So it develops the skill of asking questions, the skill of testing, the skill of checking, the skill of right or wrong, to know it. And then it assumes which is the best one. Then it answers. This is called intellectual, the Vijnanamaya Kosha. Last one is the Anandamaya Kosha, that I cannot explain here because it belongs to the Supreme Self. That is Anandamaya, which I'll tell you in the yoga practice or in the Para Vidya. Now our Apara Vidya matters are supposed to be end, but usually human body is having some what is called elements which are inbuilt in the body, namely often we call enemies of human being. That is called Kama, Krodha, Mada, Mastara, Moha, Lobha, etc. Kama means desire. Kopa means that is called anger. Mada means that is called a dominant happiness. I am dominant here. I am the most powerful, like that, in all respects. Mada. Then Mastara means jealousy about others. Lobha means greed. A greedy person is not at all helping others in the form of money or anything. Lobha. Moha means attraction towards opposite sex or attraction towards any kind of things which mind says, oh, it's so much good, beautiful, like that. So with these enemies, with the mind pulling enemies, and it acts on the mind, that is external attraction, acts on the mind or internal qualities. Usually these things make us to distract our mind, and they won't allow us to concentrate on any subject. So we have to control as far as possible these internal enemies. And the last thing is, the man, usually human being, little selfish also. The selfishness is needed or not, it's a question. But sometimes it is needed, sometimes not needed. Even all these qualities, Kama, Krodha, Mada, Matsara, Lobha, Moha, 1% or 2% of these what is called characters are necessary in some situations, not in all the situations. Otherwise, it would be harmful to the human being. Thank you.